I started my investment journey 3 years ago when I started college, and my portfolio is around $5,600 today. But what's interesting is how my portfolio compares to the S&P 500. Now, I'm in college still, which means my income is not big, and this isn't a flex by any means, but this is just what consistency has looked like so far. Now, some people will say, you're not investing enough. This isn't worth it. Others will say, you should have done things differently. Well, let's find out. Before we hop into it though, please, if you could, go down and click the subscribe button. It would help my channel out immensely. Before showing my results, I want to first show the results of the S&P 500. If you've ever heard someone say, just invest your money into the S&P 500, this is actually what they mean and why it matters. The S&P 500 isn't just one stock. It's a collection of the top 500 most successful companies in the entire US. Think Amazon, Google, Microsoft, companies that you use on an everyday basis anyway. So the S&P 500 allows you to diversify your portfolio without actually having to buy each individual stock. So if you were to invest in the S&P 500 at the beginning of this year, you would be up a total of 17.39%, which is phenomenal for 1 year in the stock market. On average, the S&P 500 over the past 80 years is around 8%. So 17% in 1 year is incredible. However, not as good as me. Let's jump into my 2025 results. So since January 1st of this year, I am up a total of 30.57%. That means I'm just better than the S&P 500, so you should follow my Nah, I'm just playing. But please don't do that. Disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. Please take my advice with a grain of salt, if you take it at all. So I invested a total of $1,670 over the course of the year. In July, I started putting $50 a week every single Monday. Robinhood would take $50 out of my bank account and put it directly into my Robinhood account, and I would then invest that money. This was a recurring deposit, which helped me stay consistent in investing in the stock market. The biggest portion of my portfolio was a company called Palantir. I own 7 shares at an average price of $16. I bought it 3 years ago, and currently the company's at $188, which means I made a lot of money off of Palantir. So let's jump into the next part of the video, why you should invest. Not investing is a decision that you make. It's just not a very good one, and let me explain. Investing your money, even if it's just the S&P 500, you can see an about 8% return on your money every single year on average. Not every single year. The first year you're in it, it might go up 25% or it might go down 10%. But on average, over year basis, you're gonna be up 8%, which in total, it beats out inflation. So if you just keep your money in your savings account, let's say, you're gonna have the same amount of money every single year, like let's say $1,000, but with inflation, your buying power with that initial $1,000 is not gonna be the same as the following year. Does that make sense? This is exactly why you need to also invest your money. I'm not saying only invest and don't save at all, because you should save some money and put that aside, but you also wanna start investing. Investing will help you make your money work for you. And the earlier you start, the more compound interest can work. And time is your biggest advantage when investing. I want to preach that to you guys. Time is your biggest advantage. So starting early, get that snowball rolling, and let your money go to work for you. So last part of the video, what are my 2026 financial goals? I want to invest $50 per week, every single week for this entire year. I'm going to keep the recurring payment in Robinhood, let Robinhood take out $50 from my bank account, and just use it as buying power in my Robinhood account. That's my ultimate goal, which comes out to be around $2,600 over the course of the year, which is a start. I know it's not life-changing money, and you guys are probably here like, Quinn, how are you going to get to $1 million if you stay at $50 a week? Well, I'm still in college and I have to pay other expenses, so it's hard for me to just put aside like $1,000 every single week and invest it. That's just not possible. But right now I want to learn discipline and consistency, because learning these things, as soon as I get my first full-time job, which hopefully is next year, I can just scale all these habits. Another goal, maybe for the end of the year, if I get lucky with how the stock market does and performs, I hope to be at a total of $10,000 invested, because that would just be a cool little milestone for me. The first $10,000 you invest is hard, but then the next 100,000 is harder. So I cannot wait for that part of my journey. I hope this video is useful for you and gets you excited to start your own investing journey. And if you would like to stick around and follow for more college investing or financial content, please like and subscribe this video and support my channel. So thank you so much for watching. Quinn out.